Hey, what's up, everyone? This is the one, the only Mark Spencer. I'm back once again, everyone, for this week in Entertainment Part 3 for May 2nd, 2010. It's been almost a year since I've done the last This Week in Entertainment. Folks, we've seen a lot of crazy stuff happening around Hollywood, happening around the music business. We've seen lots of stuff, there's no doubt. Lots of divorces, lots of separations, lots of breakups. Celebrities, gossip, the National Enquirer. Sometimes people say the National Enquirer is so intrusive. All the stories they put out as false, but, I think the Sandra Bullock one, that wasn't false. It was real. Some people will say, oh, yeah, the National Enquirer just blows things out of proportion. Oh, of course. Sometimes, they nail some of these stories right. When people like, Angelina Jolie or Brad Pitt, you look at them and they have a baby and stuff and they pay almost $100,000 just to get the picture of the baby. So that's pretty amazing, right? So the National Enquirer, sometimes they might put some stories out there that are completely false. I agree. But, sometimes they get it right, so they are soon going to become a media giant soon. They'll have accurate stories, have real reporters on the scene and getting the story right. Like TMZ. You look at TMZ, they broke up the Michael Jackson story. They got that 100% right, no doubt about it. And even the Sandra Bullock and Jesse James fiasco, Jesse James cheating with all these babes, man, all these, tattoo girls from like Miami Inc. or LA Inc. or whatever, it's pretty amazing. He had a relationship with this stripper. She was pretty hot too, I gotta admit. And it's pretty amazing. Jesse James would cheat on one of the great people in the entire movie industry, and Sandra Bullock. Because trust me, she's a good person. And she didn't deserve this. And now they might divorce over this. Sad, because I felt they were kind of a match made in heaven. They had some family issues a little bit. Kids on, involved. So, it's really sad to see that these big name celebrities have to call it quits just because of stupid cheating here and there, over and over again. But that's what happens. It happens, There's nothing you can do. That's what happens when you're a mammal. You need fun. You need that thing, It's hard. When you're a man like myself, it's very hard. You can't be far too long without your lady for too long, or you're gonna get a little helpless. So that's what happens. I'm very sorry to see what happened in that situation, but hey, that's life. That's what it looks like, right? So now we move on to some movie news. I could tell you about all the big name stars in Hollywood. The newest movie coming to theaters, the weekend coming up, May 7th in theaters, is Iron Man 2, the sequel to Iron Man 1 back in 2008. Robert Downey Jr. is back once again, folks. Gwyneth Paltrow is back as Miss Annie Potts. Miss Potts, and it's going to be another fiasco. It's going to be a big movie. There's a lot of critics that say this movie's not as good as the first, but I've seen a couple of previews of it so far, and I think this movie's going to be outstanding. I haven't been in theaters in a while. The last movie I went and watched live in the theaters was Brooklyn's Finest, and I haven't seen too many movies of late, but that was a good movie, and that was with Wesley Snipes, Richard Gere, Ethan Hawke, and John Tridell, who's in Iron Man 2, replacing my boy Terrence Howard. So it's up in the air. We'll see what Iron Man 2 can do. I mean, Robert Downey Jr. has really turned his career around. He's been making movies like crazy. Sherlock Holmes. He's making tons of movies, Iron Man movies, and he's in some other movie coming out in December. And they're going to make a Sherlock Holmes 2 too. So that's what I'm hearing. So watch for that to happen. The next Twilight movie, Eclipse, is coming out in June. The date of the movie coming out is going to be June 30th. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I took a look at, and you can all go check it out. It's darkhorizon.com, so news. If you want to know what the next movies are coming out, there's still talk that they're going to come out with another one of those X-Men origin movies, and the next one is supposed to be Magneto, and they're going to do another Wolverine origins too. So, I mean, the first Wolverine one was awesome. I hope they do another X-Men movie. I mean, X-Men 3 wasn't good. A lot of people say it was terrible, but I think they will do X-Men 4. So we will see what happens in the near future. It's up to Fox. They're in control. in a way, but I still say Marvel's comics. They especially with the Spider-Man. I'm really sad they have to reboot Spider-Man. That's terrible. Why can't Spider-Man do a Spider-Man 4? Why can't they do it with Sam Raimi? Why can't Sony Pictures agree with Sam Raimi and do a Spider-Man 4? This might just kill the series. I know they want to do it in 3D, but I think the world's not ready for 3D yet. You're going to see in the next 2 years, people are just going to say, I'm sick with these 3D glasses. I don't want them. I'd rather stick with 2D because people might go blind, or we're just not ready for it yet. I think in 10 years, 3D should come out, but not yet. That's my personal opinion on 3D movies. We're not ready for those yet. But hey, look at Avatar. They broke every record in the book. It's the all-time leading movie of all time. It made $2 billion in only 5 months. It's pretty amazing globally in the box office. So it's like all-time record. But lost in the Academy Award voting to Hurt Locker, a movie that only cost $20 million. Pretty amazing, eh? But hey, the way I look at the entertainment industry, it's getting better and better. You look at the musicians nowadays. No more Michael Jackson, but his memory lives on. And you see a lot of the, Justin Bieber. I've seen this kid, man. He can sing, man. He has those crazy beats. He got the voice. I've been watching the American Idol, and you're seeing a lot of the contestants. They're starting to show some of their stardom. Look at Kelly Clarkson. She's really become a superstar, man. She doesn't have the greatest voice ever, but man, she is hot. She has the hottest body I've ever seen. Okay, I'll leave it at that. But she's a great singer. There's no doubt in my mind. I've seen a lot of people in the entertainment industry. Carrie Underwood. She's pretty good. Damn, country music is still good, baby. Brooks and Dunn. Come on. There's nothing wrong in that. I watched some of the country music awards a bit. It's pretty cool, educational in a way. Grammys are good. They put on some good performances. Beyonce, Knowles. Christina Aguilera is supposed to come out with some CD out in June 8th, so we'll see what happens. I was watching one of the reviews on the internet, on YouTube, and they're saying how bad some of her outfits were. You know what? I just got 2 words for this guy. You know what? This girl is one of the hottest things happening on this planet today, folks. That's all I got to say. For this week, Entertainment Part 3, this is the one and only Mark Spencer saying thanks for watching, folks, and hopefully you have a good Sunday. And Mother's Day is just around the corner. Say Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. And so long, folks. We'll see you next time on This Week in Entertainment.